watching him now, you think he's a striker, but he came into MMA as a grappler. But what are the holes you see in his game?
If you're just gonna stay and try to box him, it's not gonna work it because it's his pace, you know. But if I lose, I'll give him $500,000. I beat him, he's gonna give me $500,000.
That's big words right there. Paddy Pimblett ain't throwing numbers around like that. I heard that your family and that your family's money comes a bit from construction.
Millions is not enough. Billions is enough.
Drika said he'll give him $10,000 for every time he's able to take him down.
If he's really thinks like he's gonna pay $10,000, he's gotta give all his money to Khamzat.
Islam's got to go up and fight for that 170 title now. Would you want to go up to 170? Woo! Here we go, boys. We're back. Overdogs podcast in his house. Big fight talk, combat talk today. We got a great guest for you. And, all things considered, there's big things happening in the combat sports world. I mean, there's a $25 million tournament in March of 2026. It looks like July 4th, 2026, there may be a UFC fight at the White House. I mean, the president and Dana White are both saying that, it's happening. It's in the works. We got John Jones and Conor McGregor back in the testing pools. Both of them are talking big game on getting a fight over there. I saw people on Twitter saying, because I was throwing my name in the hat, like, bring me back for a White House fight. We want to see some really tough Americans in there going at it. Maybe be a lot of pressure, but I'd be up for that challenge. And, people online were like, oh, yeah, a bunch of bad civilians are the ones that are going to be fighting at the White House. We all make mistakes, man. We all got to learn and grow from it, So what's up with you, Mac? What's going on out there on the west side?
Oh, you already know, bro. West Coast, best coast. We have another dust storm happening right now.
Off the back.
Yeah. But, dude, let's talk about this. This reminded me of Love Island. Love Coldplay concerts. What do you think about that?
Dude,
like, if they would have played it off in any way besides ducking, no one would have noticed. Yeah, bro. Like, literally, he should have slapped her in a rear naked choke and be like, like, just playing around, like, we goosing around. Anything besides dicey.
Anything was going viral. Apparently, everybody knows the CEO of every company, or at least the media sure knows who they are. And then the media is the first one calling out the news. So it didn't matter. Whoever told the teleprompter or whoever runs the camera, hey, point at the CEO of whatever company. I was listening to Andrew Tate's Twitter rants today about that. He got a lot of hits on that, and I was sharing some things with my wife because I said something awesome and super positive, because he's like, what's the point of a man getting married? And I looked in the comments, and one comment said, I don't know, it said something on the lines of like, nothing really, it's just for the woman or something or whatever. And Andrew Tate responded to it, was like, yes, exactly. And I'm like, I jumped on there like, hey, hold on now, man, my queen, peace and love, and like, pride for the family, and for my family name, I'm definitely proud to have Latoria as my queen, and she's super awesome. And the whole time I'm writing it, I'm like, maybe I just hit the lottery. And there's some really great people out there in the world. There's obviously lots of horrible ones. So I also said, I haven't made $30 million yet, but if I do it with my wife on my side, it'll make it that much sweeter. So, hey, let's plug the channel. Hey, Overdogs podcast, we're here. We're consistent. We're loyal to you, baby. We keep bringing the fuzz, and we keep it trimmed. Nice haircuts every week for you, and we're looking smooth, smelling clean. You know, nice and easy breezy, beautiful. I'm a cover boy. Put me on the front page of Vogue or something.
Yeah.
Put me and Mac on there back to back like this. Overdogs
bro.
podcast. Subscribe, like, let us know what you think, man. We're in the comments checking for you.
If you want to show up sharper, stronger, and more dialed in, it starts with what's flowing through your veins, which is why you need to check out the VINIA Double Dose Chews. These aren't your average supplements. Each chew gives you 2 full doses of VINIA's patented red grape cell nutrients designed to support your body's natural production of nitric oxide, which is key for blood flow, oxygen, and nutrient delivery. This stuff is made for athletes. The chews are informed, sport certified, which means every batch is tested and trusted for clean sport. No banned substances. And here's what matters. 0 stimulants, no caffeine, no sketchy blends, just plant-based fuel that works for your body. Right now, listeners of Overdogs get 10% off their first order. Go to www.vinia.com/overdogs and use the code DOGS10 at checkout. That's vinia.com/overdogs, code DOGS10.
That Robert Whittaker versus Reinier de Ritter is not on that one.
No.
So that matchup was just called. We got Robert Whittaker. You know, I'll tell you right now about that fight. Everyone wants to see the old Robert Whittaker.
Wait, that came up super fast. That's next.
Right. So some fights just get a longer haul on stuff.
Yeah.
Man, and they really get the time. Reinier de Ritter has been fantastic coming to the UFC, and he's been a force. So, you know, considering what we saw from Robert against Khamzat, even though Khamzat's been great, Rainer's a big, strong guy who started in that weight class. He's always been a big guy, clean-cut dude, keeps it smooth. Robert Whittaker's striking, on the other hand, you know, Rainer's known more for his grappling, but you know, whenever we want to see that old fighter return, you know, it's like 99% they don't.
Yeah, You know what? Sorry, I'm not trying to spin it. Right, this is you're absolutely right. This is like kind of up and comer dude in his prime fighting one of our prime all-time greats of the sport. And it's like, has he climbed over the hill, or is RDR that good? And balancing that out is difficult.
But that's what makes it interesting.
Exactly.
Because Rainer's really from another company. When so many people doubt someone who's been in the game, though, and just because he just got to the UFC, you know, Michael Chandler sucked. He did. He came in, he sucked. All the guys
at least he was exciting though, dude. Yes, he has not done very well, but
Who's
he has
been the best one to come from another organization? Was it Triple C? Was the best one to come from somewhere else?
he came up through like UFC's pipeline.
Did he?
Yeah.
Because Demetrius was the pipeline, and then
They gave him off for
Cejudo
Ben
came in as this Olympic champion from. He wasn't a champion somewhere else.
Who?
Cejudo.
No. He came up through. I think he went through LFA. Like that was one that the UFC had their eye on early.
Okay.
If he did fight, he fought it somewhere else, like maybe once or twice. But I think he fought like straight up through LFA, like where they just pulled him over the second he had enough like legit victories. But I'm trying to think of your question, like who is someone who came from a different org? I know. Okay, if you go back to the Strike Force days, it's people we've talked to. It's people you've beat.
Different. It was like
It's
Strike
different.
Force was UFC path.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't
Except
really.
For Luke Rockhold was probably the worst Strike Force guy.
John Lineker came. Oh, dude, here I have it. It's kind of weird. Yuri, by far Yuri.
Prohaska.
Because he came
Where
through
did he come
Pride.
from?
Well, Rizin, but Pride. He fought all of his career in
Rizin
Rizin.
and Pride was UFC path.
Nope, because Rizin.
That almost makes Yuri OG.
It kind of does because
It
now
makes him OG. All the best guys that we ever knew, Dan, Rampage, Vanderlei, Mirko, all those guys, Pride.
Well, and so Yuri's like the only like Pride product we've had that's pure like Pride product. Like because Rizin is just the new Pride, but now UFC and Zuffa did
Right.
bought out the Pride and Strikeforce rights for all their viewing rights and all that. But yeah, Yuri would be probably has to be.
But
That's the
we've
biggest.
gotten a couple guys from that side of the world, like Japan and stuff. They probably came from Rizin and actually only fought a couple times. A couple Japanese dudes that
Kai Asakara.
they come over here and they do great, and then you don't see them for a year.
Yep. Yuri went back and got his degree in
And it's
something.
huge when they fight. Like millions of people are tuning in from over there.
There's got to be another one. There's got to be another one.
It's good stuff. Now the next level, you know what it is? It's DBX, baby.
It's DBX.
DBX. We need a monster. You know, the Wolf versus Rosenstruck is coming August 29th. That's going to be crazy, wild fight. That's just the main event. I know the card's going to stack up. Wolf has big dreams, man. I like that guy. Rosenstruck is very strong-headed as well, strong-minded. You know, so that fight's going to be interesting. And then, you know, we'll start seeing maybe, I don't want to talk too soon, and then they hear me and then they say, oh, no, we're never going to do that now. Of course we would love to see our guys be so popular and so explosive that they're like, hey, here's a shot at the UFC again. Whether they return, whether they come and then go back, or, you know, either way,
I get what you
Bag Boy did it, and he went back and got beat up, but his boxing looked good because he had been a little boy. He had been bare knuckle boxing. Then he went back and he got beat up by some kid. Yeah, you know.
He got his. He threw that. Okay.
He got beat up, but he landed some good shots on that kid. He hurt that kid. That kid had a little more damage on his face.
Yeah. He threw that.
He lost technically, but you know he kind of had less damage going on. But the rest of his body was more beat up. That's MMA.
Really wasn't. Oh, here we go.
All right, man. Here's our guest for today. We got the great Arman Tsarukyan in the house. Looking strong, Arman. Great to see you. Thanks for coming on. Man, lots of good
Thank
things.
you for inviting.
Yes. Lots of good things to talk about. We got we got lists, you know. Starting off, Paddy Pimblett is getting that next title shot. I know you want to jump in there and grab that fight at Ilia, but would you rather fight Ilia or would you rather fight Islam?
I mean, right now I want to fight Ilia because he's a champ 155, so I want to become a UFC champion in my division.
Okay, understandable. Obviously, because Islam's got to go up and fight for that 170 title now. If you were able to fight for that 155 title, if you were able to get that, would you want to go up to 170?
No. I would wait him to come down because at least I gotta get champion and do a couple defense and 155, and then I can think. But my weight, I'm not. I feel like I'm not ready for 170 yet.
With your technical skills and ability, the whole world knows, you know, how hard you train and how skilled you are just off some of your training videos. You know, how do you feel? Do you feel any type of disrespected by Paddy Pimblett kind of jumping that line a little bit and getting that Ilia Topuria shot?
I mean, he's not. Nobody said he's getting the title shot.
Okay.
So they still figuring out who is fighting for the title, me, Gage, or Paddy. But I know if they gotta put me because I'm number one contender right now.
It's a
Well,
good
so
argument.
where do you see? Obviously, ideally, you fight for the belt next. But if that doesn't happen, How do you see the chips falling? What's the most probable outcome you think they're going to offer you next?
I mean, if it's not title fight, it's probably Gagey
Yeah.
or Pimblett or Hooker. I don't know.
How do you see the
So
fight going with Gaethje? Like, how do you match up against everybody? Yeah, go ahead.
with Gagey, it's a good fight. He's a good striker, but he used to be wrestler, so now he strikes more. But I mean, it's good fight for me. All of them is good fight for me, so it's easy money.
You're one of the youngest, top ranked lightweights in the world. Like, you're much younger. You're only 27, right?
8.
28. Okay, you're still one of the youngest. Do you think? Are you like not in a huge rush right now? Mostly because you also know you kind of deserve the next shot, but you're not in a rush because you have a lot of time to develop. And a lot of the people at the top of the lightweight division are a little bit older. They're coming to the end of their careers, like Poirier right now. Max. Where do you think you fall in a few years? Like, are you not in a huge hurry right now because you are so much younger than the rest of the division? How do you see him phasing out?
No, I'm in a hurry. I wanna fight for the title as soon as possible because I deserve it my spot and I'm here, and nobody can take it because nobody deserves it more than me to fight for the title
I saw a
right
funny.
now. It's they gotta make the fight. I gotta fight for the title.
Well, that makes me wonder. You know, at your age, and we did see you were going to fight for the title, but an unfortunate injury to your back, or an not understanding exactly what happened, but how is your body holding up through all the training? Are you better than ever now? Are you feeling great?
Yeah, I just started to control myself, control my training. Like I started like check my recovery, and not just push myself, but I take day off sometimes, But I used to just train every day, hard as much as possible, and just push myself. But now I'm not 18 years old anymore, so the I gotta take care of my body, and now I train more smarter than I used to.
Okay, that makes sense.
I saw a funny tweet yesterday or a couple days ago where it had a picture of you in front of like a Lambo or a Ferrari, and it said, "Breaking: Arman Tsarukyan has reportedly offered Ilia Topuria $1 million and a car of his choice from his collection in exchange for a title shot." Will we ever, will we ever get to that type of frustration for you, dude?
No.
No.
I don't know who said that.
It's a fake profile where it posted it as like news, and it got like 10,000 likes,
Yeah,
so it's believable.
yeah, they just make the hype.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
so no big bets from your own pockets.
no, I can put the bets. I can put like a half a million if he beat me. If I beat him, he's gonna give me a half a million. So I can put it that.
Okay, so he's willing to make handshake
If
bets.
he wants to make that, so I'm down, and we can shake hand fight. If I lose, I'll give him $500,000. If I beat him, he's gonna give me $500,000.
That's big words right there. Paddy Pimblett ain't throwing numbers around like that. So I think the fight game likes when these fighters make those big side bets like that. And
Yeah, we can. If he wants, we can make that bet. So if he believes himself like 100%, he's gonna say yes for sure.
that's some
Absolutely.
big money right there. We all love to see that. I don't know. That might give the number one contender his title shot. That Paddy Pimblett thing was just a show for the folks, at home watching. So,
No. You gotta delete him from the rankings. Even he's not even deserved to be in top 10.
oh
He
shit.
beat the guy. He beat last three guys. It was Chandler. He had the three losses. It was Bobby Green, he had 3-4 losses. It was Tony Ferguson, he had 8 losses. That's crazy. And like, you wanna bring that guy to fight for the title is just I don't know.
Man,
You shouldn't even mention his name. You know, he doesn't deserve even mention
I
the name.
get you, but the people love him because he's fought those people who sometimes in the fight game, some people were on losing streaks and then they won a big opportunity in a big fight. But Paddy shut those guys down and in big fashion finished them. And the crowd loves a finish like that, you know?
Yeah.
I got a
Some,
question for you here, Armin. We had Gable Stevenson. I'm sure you probably know who that is. You're a highly credentialed wrestler yourself. We asked him who some of the best wrestlers in the UFC were, like that he thinks that do wrestling the best in the cage specifically, and he brought up Islam, John Jones, and he also brought up Paddy Pimblett. That was one of the. He was like an honorable mention. He said Khamzat, Islam, John Jones, and he said honorable mention. There's the graphic right there. There it is.
he comes
Receipt.
prepared. Tsarukyan does his homework for sure, man. You're a smart guy.
That's crazy. 3-0, 8-0, 2-0.
Oh, that's pretty bad when you put it that way. That's receipts. Well, okay, so Gable mentioned Paddy being one of the best wrestlers. What do you think he sees in that? Like, what do you think is Paddy that good? Does he deserve that type of praise?
No, I think he maybe
Gable's a nice guy, man.
he's a nice guy. Yeah, he's Olympic champion, but maybe he I don't know where he what he watched his wrestling. I mean, he has no wrestling. Pimblett has a little bit jiu-jitsu that he can like he has jiu-jitsu but not wrestling, especially against the cage. I've never seen him like do some crazy techniques. Yeah, he's good on the ground, not bad. So
Right.
Interesting.
Right, I get it. So I remember the last wrestling that I watched fully was you and Khamzat going at it in Dubai out at the like training camp. That was the last wrestling that I watched like all the minutes of. It was like 6 to 8 minutes of you guys wrestling. And you were that was right before your fight, I think. You were in
no,
Dubai.
no, it was in summertime, and
Okay.
I supposed to fight in January. It was 6 months later.
Okay, they just kind of posted it late.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
they posted it later. I saw it, but and now you train with Khamzat, and in his upcoming fight, he's training for Dricus Duplessis. We actually talked with
TJ.
TJ Dillashaw the other day, and he mentioned the nutritionist, strength and conditioning coach. I forget his name, but he said the
Coach
guy's
Cal.
yeah, he said that guy's a wizard. So how much is the health and nutrition and stuff that he's teaching you, helping you, and Hamzat, and what are two things that make you and Hamzat so special in mixed martial arts?
I mean, yeah, you can eat right, you can train right, you can do strength condition right, but if you don't spend too much time on the mats, on the sparrings and good sparring partner, it's everything is not gonna work. It's like everything like brings you train right, you have a sparring partner right, you gotta eat right, you gotta train right, strength condition, recovery, everything. It's not just one point. If you eat clean and do strength condition, it's gonna like give you like a lot of points. But if you do everything right and like Coach Carl train us very good and he does recovery, nutrition, and everything,
Mm.
so that we can. We can fight better, cut weight easier, and perform very well.
Yes, Is I guess is caviar like big globs of caviar? Is that
No, it's not
kind of
his
good for
protocol.
you?
It's,
Or
it, it's not his protocol. It's mine.
that was your protocol.
Yeah.
Do you think that gives you a boost the next day in training?
No, like that night, maybe that day.
Oh no, yeah. Jeez, that much caviar, I felt like it would hurt my stomach a little bit sometimes. I gotta toughen up then.
Yeah, but you gotta try that in Russia because the best caviar in
Oh.
the black caviar is there.
Yeah, they all sell, you know what, they sell the Russian caviar over here, or they say it's Russian caviar, the Ossetia
I don't know.
stuff like that.
Uh, I don't eat caviar here.
Uh,
I eat steak. I eat steak. I eat steak here.
How does steak match up to Russian steak? Is our steak better?
Yeah,
Okay.
steak way better in US.
All right, let's go. Okay, we'll take that.
that's actually a really positive message. I'm happy
Yeah,
to hear that.
steak is for sure.
What about Japan? Have you ever eaten steak in
Yeah.
Japan?
Oh, the Wagyu?
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I've tried here in US, but I've never been in Japan. So
We all gotta go.
yeah, for sure.
Let's book the tickets. We gotta go, man. I want to go to Japan, have some sake and some wagyu and some. I don't know if they're big on caviar. I feel like it because it's on all the sushi here.
Yeah, they do. They're
Okay.
for sure they big. They have a ocean and a sea.
They probably get it from Russia, actually.
No, they have their own. I think the
Oh,
farms, and everything.
okay. Um,
They're big in seafood.
well, okay. So back to your training camp with Hamza in preparation for Dricus. We want to know, what is a good strategy, without giving anything away, of course. What is a good strategy Hamza is looking at, in terms of, going at Dricus?
I mean, he does every fight the almost same things, and he's not gonna change anything.
Well, Dricus said, he even challenges. What did he say? $10,000 or I think it was 10 for every time. I don't know if it was 100 or 10 for every time Hamzat's able to take Dricus down. And we do see Dricus as this freakishly strong 185er. Has Hamzat really put the weight on well, and he's going to make a good weight cut and be a stronger 185er?
So, DDP thinks the Hamza not gonna take him down.
He said he'll give him. I saw on Twitter, on X, that
Oh,
Dricus said he'll give him 10,000 for every time he's able to take him down.
yeah, but just take him down. It's not not difficult, but hold him is more difficult. So, but if he's really thinks like he's gonna pay his 10,000, he's not gonna make money from that fight. He's gotta give all his money to Hamza.
You're awesome, man. That's crazy. I kind of want to ask, have you seen any of my bare knuckle boxing matches?
Yeah, I've seen the short the reels.
Yeah. I mean, that's about as long as the fights are.
Oh yeah, it's like 20 seconds.
Yeah. Well, okay, a little longer than 20
But
seconds.
you're doing very well, better than you see. Like I mean, like people like started like talk about you everywhere, and because it's more viral videos, and like from Burnacle, it's like old school style.
Yeah, I really liked the brawling. The wrestling had the wrestling and the kicks took a little bit of a toll on me in mixed martial arts, and I always just was a phone booth fighter, and that's what we get to do in bare knuckle. You kind of get in the pocket, you can grapple a little bit in the clinch, and just throw big shots.
Are you going to fight with McGregor?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, earlier when we had the press conference last week, I said I would like to fight him, and I think he's really tied up with the UFC. Now they're talking about the White House card. So when I sat there and said, "Oh yeah, we're here for it. I want to fight McGregor anytime," he said my date would be October 11th against a, former UFC great, and obviously my opponent has not been announced yet, but they gave me a date of October 11th, and he said that I'll dance for him and he'll see if I'm good enough for him to compete against. But in bare knuckle, there's not a lot of guys really stepping up to the plate except for people who are already there. So I would love to. Everybody wants to fight McGregor. I mean, we could do it for, a little bit of charity or something. Just give me the fight with him. We get it going. But I've done well in bare knuckle, but
Hopefully, your fight with Conor McGregor and make so much money, and you shouldn't fight anymore and just do your thing. Just do podcast and enjoy the life.
I feel you, I do, but I love, there's something about not fighting for a while. It makes you itch a little bit. I'm currently in this. I have this desire to be the best that I can be. Quit doing the BS of drinking and smoking, and eat healthy. Get my diet on point. Yeah, maintain a consistent training regimen, and see how great I can be. Especially with the skills that I possess in my sport of bare knuckle. And so, beating McGregor and just sitting on a check, I look at guys like Yoel Romero and Dan Henderson, who at 47 years old were competing at a very high level. And if I can maintain or even grow until 47, that's just kind of what I look up to. So I have goals and aspirations, and we'll see if we'll see the best Platinum Perry yet. I want to fight at the White House, bare knuckle or something,
Yeah, would be great.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We got lots of stuff moving.
That kind of leads me into a question, Mike. I could
Please,
tack on.
Matt, go ahead.
So Arman, it's kind of come out over the last, bit of time that you come from a very well-off family, and a lot of people in MMA, fighting's kind of one of the only things that they could really exceed at, or attain their goals at doing. It's like fight or go be a janitor for a lot of people. I'm not trying to be disparaging, but like, what gets you out of bed every day to be the best fighter in the world? Because this isn't the traditional career people go across, like punching people in the face and getting punched, when you already have everything you could possibly need. What is it that inspires you to go out there and earn something a lot of people in your position would not be looking to pursue?
I mean, the best thing that you have a goal and you want to achieve that. So I want to be UFC champion and to be a greatest athlete of all time, because I know how much time I spend in the gym. I'm like all day in the gym. I like this sport. I like to be there, and I wake up, I'm happy, and I just shouldn't worry about the money and everything, how to take care of my family or something. I just do what I like to do, and it's more easier, when you have money, and you shouldn't think about like, oh, I gotta fight as soon as possible because I need money. So yeah, of course, like I want to make my own money, not just family money. This is my goal, like to get my right, my belt, and to be the best here, because I spend so much time, and I like this sport. I'm like, just my goal drives me.
Yeah.
All that
What
money, you can't just buy a world title from the UFC. You
Yeah.
have to earn it.
Good point.
So I get that. Why, if when you get the title, what other type of business do you work in? Do you work in the family company? Do you do anything other than training? And did your family guide you to the gym? Are they the ones who brought you to the gym and
What
started
do
you
they
training at a young age, or was it something you found yourself?
No, when I was young, I always wanted to be in the sport. So uh, even like Sunday, I hate Sundays because it's a day off, and I always go on the beach, play volleyball or play tennis, because I like any kind of sports. I like to do something like I like play something. You know, it's 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 the best feeling when you train. After train, you go eat. You feel so good, and when I don't train, I feel myself lazy. And I just enjoy training. Some people enjoy some different things. Like it's like my, when I train, I enjoy that process.
Hell yeah.
So that's why I live in the best life in the world. I do what I like to do, and I got everything. Just patient and to get my goal and defend that belt as much as possible, and to be to be one of the best ever fighter.
What do you think about fans calling you like the Armenian Batman? Because you're like Bruce Wayne.
I was about to say, what's your favorite superhero?
I mean, I didn't know who was the Batman because I I didn't watch movies when I was young, and I always like to be in the street or in the training and spend time with the friends, ride the bike or motorbike, like always. I like nature, so that's why I didn't spend too much time at home, so that's why I didn't watch any movies. But after that, when someone said you're like Armenian Bruce Wayne, and I said, "Who is Bruce Wayne?" That Batman. And after that, I started watch his movies, and I like it. So
I got
I'm a-
Batman, two of them right there on my wall, dude. Huge fan. So it's a
so
compliment. It's a huge
so,
compliment.
and I called to my I know that Rolex has the Bruce Wayne, the new GMT, and I called the guy in Rolex and said, "Bro, you gotta give me now GMT Bruce Wayne."
Oh man, that'll run you something. That's nice, man. I gotta go Google that new watch that you're talking about. I want to see it for myself. So, you don't have girls. Nowadays, you do watch some movies. You do some Netflix and chill with your girlfriends.
No, no, no. I just
No.
come, eat, sleep, have a nap, go back to train. After train, I come, I eat, go 1.5 hours for the walk, and then sleep again. That
How do
that's
all
my
you
routine.
guys? How do all you guys build that type of discipline?
I don't know because to be honest, I like it. I like it to be in this routine
Yeah.
because if you go out at least, so for example, I'm in Newport. If I need to something grab something from LA, it's like I break whole my day because I drive 45 minutes or 1 hour, and then I eat maybe in the restaurant or somewhere, but when I'm in the my routine, it's like everything going smooth. So that's why I don't like to do like different things.
You ever rode a roller coaster?
No.
Okay, I bring up roller coaster because that's how I live a little bit sometimes.
Up and
Big
down. Yeah.
highs and the big drops.
Armand's just a he's like a subway, dude, just a train. It's going to the
Yeah,
stops.
I'm going
Oh,
up
oh. Yeah,
little
okay.
by
It's
little to Everest.
okay, fair enough. You're like a ski ramp.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. I mean, I aspire for that. That's literally what I'm currently working on. Just consistently keeping myself in that constant state of growth. A lot of my fans like the wild side, where I might go viral on some crazy, like fighting Ben Askren drunk in the VIP room at the BKFC event. Did you see that?
No, no.
I'll have to
Not
send
yet.
it to you.
You
Yeah.
said Ben Askren, you mean Ben Rothwell, but yeah.
I said Ben Askren.
Yeah, I was like, because Ben Askren, I hope you're not
Shout
fighting Ben
out Ben
Askren, right?
Askren, bro. He's
Shout out
surviving
Ben
right
Askren.
now. Today's his birthday, actually.
I got a quote from you, Arman. I'd like you to kind of go on. Topuria hasn't fought good wrestlers. He only fought Bryce Mitchell, and he took him down and held him there. I know for sure that wrestlers like Islam and myself can take him down and control him on the ground. Can you just elaborate on that? Like, what do you see the holes in Ilia's game? Because Ilia looks like most people, if you're just watching him now, you think he's a striker, but he came into MMA as a grappler. But what are the holes you see in his game? I'm curious.
I mean, he's a good striker. Not good striker. He's a good boxer. But
Hmm.
I feel like myself, I'm a better like a MMA fighter than him because I have more. I'm more skilled than him. I got good kicks, knees. You know, like wrestling setup, boxing with wrestling, wrestling against the cage, grappling, everything. He has just good. He has good boxing, and that's all. So that's why I feel like you gotta just keep pressure him, try him, take him down, make him tired because he's gets out so fast with the wrestling. If you're just gonna stay and try to box him, it's not gonna work it because it's his pace, you know, and you
Hmm.
gotta break it. You gotta make him tired. Like if you watch like fights where he wrestled, he got tired and so fast, and that's why we gotta make that scramble.
There it is.
So, what part of Russia are you from?
I'm from Krasnodar, Sochi.
Nadar Sochi.
It's like California in US,
It's a
the
Oh.
same
California.
in Russia.
Because
Because
some.
because we have a mountains and we have a sea, so it's like 30 minutes to the mountains, 5 minutes to the sea.
Mm,
Nice.
so many MMA fans, they think of Dagestan versus Georgia because of Marab and Umar and because of Ilia and Islam, even though they haven't fought yet. But so it's good to know which part you come from, and I know that Hamzat is from elsewhere as well, and that he's kind of been around different places.
Yeah,
Um,
but
Wait, you
number
were
one
born in
place
Russia,
for
or you were
for
born in
MMA,
Georgia, right?
number one the MMA place who trains in Dagestan, like 50% of people trains MMA,
Hmm.
and if you let them to fight in UFC, maybe like 8 of them is gonna be from Dagestan champions because
Yo,
there's so much good fighters there and they train every day and a lot of people. But in Georgia, it's just like a new, you know. And Mirab, he came from I mean, he became a good fighter in US.
mhm.
Um, Ilia, he became a good from Spain, but in Georgia, it's still like a new sport, and I feel like Mirab or Ilia, after when they retired, they got open good gyms there because the in Georgia very good, one of the best wrestlers, one of the best judo guys, good boxing. They like sports, so in the future from Georgia can be so much good fighters.
That's a great breakdown.
Yoel was saying the same thing on our Spanish version of this podcast. He was saying that it might be the end of the run for the Dagestanis because you look at the Georgian guys coming up, and I believe he mentioned you as well. Like, what do you? So that's essentially what you think. Like Georgia's now going to start getting tapped for their talent because there's these crazy talented people over there as well.
Yes, even me. So I'm Armenian, but we live in Georgia, and that part where I live, where my like parents used to live, and my family. Still, I have a family there, and I want to open gym exactly there because Armenians from Georgia, from that part, it's they're different build. You know, if you're gonna open the gym there, you're gonna find from that gym is gonna be a lot of champions because they have just one choice. You know, train and nothing else. It's like a small city, small town in the mountain, and people likes work hard
Yeah, you
and
see that in the
good
work.
food as well. You know, good natural.
Yeah. I saw Nina. Nina went to Georgia with Marab. She was trying some of the local stuff. Um,
Yeah, she
Keep
liked it. I talked to her. She said
okay.
she liked it, and she said the next when I became a champion, I gotta take her to Russia and to Armenia.
Okay, I got to ask you this then, because you know the internet went crazy with the Nina curse. They said there's a Nina curse. That's why he got hurt. What do you have to say about that? Is there a Nina curse?
No way, no, no.
No, Rob doesn't care about no Nina curse.
Well, check the internet. Look up Nina curse. Like people, they say there's a Nina curse apparently, and I had to ask Arman. He
No,
says
no,
there's
no.
no curse. Okay, no curse.
No cursing.
Is there a Dan Hooker curse? Because the other day, no, like 2 weeks ago, you tweeted Dan Hooker's still a. Can you what happened there?
I mean, I just put some notes. Don't forget about him. He's still
Why did he not show up to something he was supposed to come to?
I mean, he said like international fight week we're gonna fight, and then he just hide, and now he's still hiding, and he doesn't want to even mention my name for the fight because he knows like it's the worst fight for him.
It's a bad fight.
Well, speaking of styles and things like that, we have a new sport, thanks to me, and it's called Dirty Boxing Championships, DBX. I don't know if you've seen any of it, but
Yeah, he said he saw some of the reels.
oh, you did see some.
Yes,
Okay.
Arlovsky fought there, right? Arlovsky, and then Yoel Romero fought
Yeah,
there.
and we had Alex Caceres as well as like 7 other UFC
Yeah,
fighters.
I mean that I follow someone and I see they fought there, and I like that you have a elbow there.
Yes, so that's one thing that sets us apart. Now, there's no wrestling besides if you get knocked down with a strike, whether it be a punch, an elbow, spinning back fist, Superman punch. If you get knocked down or if you knock someone down, you can ground and pound, but you can't go full mount or knee on belly. You have to stay standing and ground and pound. And they can use a bit of wrestling to get back to their feet or at least cause the referee to step in.
I think it's gonna be big too. It's good. I mean, some people likes when it's more it's a striking than the wrestling.
Right. Right, but you guys are so decorated in your wrestling, it might be hard for us to get one of y'all to come over and fight for us.
Yeah, you can take Ilia.
You can take.
Oh man.
When I beat him, just take him.
Take him straight to DBX.
Oh, that's good stuff, man. Yeah, Arlovsky landed a pretty devastating short elbow, split his.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Him
I
and
was
Yoel are now bare knuckle fighters.
Say again, please.
Arlovsky and Yoel.
Oh,
Arlovsky's already fought bare knuckle, and Yoel has now been announced
yeah,
that he's in and will fight bare knuckle.
it's interesting too because he was a high level wrestler and
Right.
now he's fighting in bare knuckle. It's interesting to watch his fight.
I've done some training with Yoel in South Florida, and he has, he does the very Cuban style boxing. I've worked with him and his boxing coach, and it's like dancing samba.
Yeah, right.
You do a little dancing.
He's a legend.
Yeah, Yoel's incredible. I know that they love him in Russia. He actually speaks a bit of Russian, especially by.
In Russia, we like good wrestlers, and he was wrestling like a lot of times in Russia and with Russian wrestlers, in Olympic in the world, and we grew up and watched his wrestling because he was so musculate and like, I
Yeah, I
mean,
understand.
well, in Russia, like mostly people they have good technique, but they're not like this the same
Built
as
like that. They're like Fedor.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have good technique, but like I mean, Yoel has like crazy body. I mean,
Hmm.
Even now, 47 years old, I wish I could
I
be same.
know. At 47, we got to be on our game, bro.
He
Our
has a
age,
good genetic,
something.
different genetic.
Well, in fairness, you do too, Armand. You're jacked, dude. So I think you're on a good
Yeah, but
trajectory.
I'm like 24/7 in the gym. But I know the if he was in the gym 24/7 like me, but he could be
Yeah.
maybe like 3, 4 division champ in UFC.
Uh, I went to Russia one time, and Maga Isma tried to fight me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he tried to fight me at the face-offs.
he's funny.
Yeah, he is funny.
That's for
Speaking
sure.
of money, I heard that your family and that your family's money comes a bit from construction, or did you guys just build entire cities? Where does your family money come from? I don't mean to pry or anything or be rude.
No, no, my father just in construction and he does like he has his own business and not nothing big, nothing like people think like he's a billionaire.
Okay, he just invests well.
Yeah, he's just a smart, hard worker, and so maybe if I was a billionaire, maybe I wouldn't fight. But millions is not enough.
Yeah,
Billions is enough.
Okay. Billions. So then, okay.
I
Did he
hear you.
grapple or anything? Did he wrestle?
No, he grew up in the village, and but he had the dream always to wrestle or to have a kids, and they could go to the different sport and wrestle.
Well, that's
Yeah. So when he had us, he gave us to the sport, straight to the sport, and we like it. I mean, my brother is lazy, but he's more athletic and genetic, like strong, you know.
Natural
interesting.
But he's lazy. I'm opposite. I'm like I'm
work.
a I'm a hard worker, but not like genetic.
What did he think? Weren't you were good enough to maybe go to like the Olympics, right? I think you were training to go to the Olympics, but you chose to pursue MMA instead. Is
No,
that
no, no,
true?
no, no. It's not true.
Okay.
No, it's not true.
Were you ever gonna go to the Olympics? Did you eye the Olympics?
No, no, no. I didn't want to go to Olympics because I was playing hockey. Grew up.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about the
Yeah.
hockey next. So does your dad prefer MMA or hockey?
I mean, when I was playing hockey, he wanted to send me in Canada to train there,
Mm-hmm.
and but I couldn't go, and then when I done with hockey and transitioned to MMA, and in 3 or 4 months he sent me to Thailand to train. You know, so
What position you play in hockey? Like, did you ever do any enforcer? Did you ever do any fighting?
yeah, I mean, I was a kids
Oh
fight.
yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy.
But I can't imagine there's a hockey player in the world that could beat you.
I mean, on the ice, I wasn't big. My teammates was bigger, and I was waiting when we go to the locker room, and it's my time.
In the locker room. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
on the ice, it's hard. Even if you're skilled, if you're like a good fighter,
Yeah,
you
because they're just
still
gonna clinch you up and just
yeah,
hit
yeah,
with their
yeah.
range. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
actually a new sport now. I just met
Yeah, the bare knuckle
two.
one.
I just met two athletes who fight in that. One was telling me how he's gonna kill somebody. He was really tall and slim, and the other one was this really short,
That
stocky
that
guy.
sport that sport came from Russia. No, someone started in Russia.
Fighting on the ice hockey.
Yeah, like a slap too. Slap came from Russia as well.
Uh huh.
Power slap
I saw Julian Lane did power slap before
and
over.
the bare knuckle came from Russia as well. They started first.
Did they?
I
Because
mean,
you know,
not the backyard background, not backyard that Masvidal fought.
you know what
Uh,
I'm saying. We had
yeah,
Kimbo, baby. We was
yeah, yeah,
doing it with Kimbo.
yeah,
We in
yeah,
Florida right now, so
yeah, yeah.
but
That one is different.
professional bare knuckle maybe from
Yeah,
Russia. You gotta
professional bare
think that.
knuckle. They started, yeah.
I have a time pressing question for you that it has to do with everything happening tomorrow. Weren't you you volunteered to be backup for Poirier versus Max, and what happened with all that?
Good question.
I mean, they always make the weight. They always like healthy, and they never pull out. So that's why. Uh, but I was ready. So if they call me, even today, if they call me, I'll fight tomorrow.
Hell yeah, Bruce Wayne over here.
Who's the last guy who fought his retirement fight where everyone knew it was their retirement fight and he actually won?
Oof.
Because those guys get beat up every time.
Right?
Every
Yeah.
time.
Oh no,
It's,
Habib knew his.
Habib. Habib.
Habib.
Habib knew his. It's his last fight. Maybe some Pierre, some Pierre won his last fight,
Okay. Michael Bisping did cut him up pretty good.
and then no, I mean Floyd Mayweather, but he always like a fight, like
He still
exhibition,
be
yeah,
fighting. He fought Logan Paul and some other
yeah.
guy.
But I think those two, Habib and
You're right.
GSP,
They're quite different though.
Yeah.
They're a little
yeah,
bit different. Habib. Have you ever trained with Habib?
no, never.
I
I
met
wish,
him one time. It's
yeah,
kind of scary. Yeah.
scary.
Look, it's kind of- Habib's like, and when I walk away from the table, people at his table were like, "Who is that?" And he was like, "It's a UFC fighter. I'm not a UFC fighter anymore." But he was like, "It's a UFC fighter." I don't even know if he knew.
I'm curious
Nice.
this, Armin. Do you think Islam how much better do you think Islam's gotten since your debut where you fought him? Like do you think I think you're young enough you've obviously gotten a ton better. Do you think he's gotten much better at all?
Yeah, he improved his striking very good. His clinch, his cardio. He used to he used to have bad cardio.
Mhm.
Now his cardio way better, and I mean he experience, of course, the most important thing.
And where's your ceiling of like when would you say, okay, I have the belt, I have this, I'm gonna retire on this fight? Like, what's your goal of accomplishing things in MMA and then walking away? Or do you
Uh,
like fighting that much you'd never want to walk away?
I mean, this is the worst thing that I can think that when I'm gonna retire. I mean,
Interesting.
Not even ready to think about that.
yeah, it's the worst thing because I like this so much and I don't want to retire.
Forever. Fight forever. Yes. We'll always
Yeah,
be fighting.
maybe, and then Brunako after the UFC, Brunako, dirty boxing.
I love it. I love it. Let's go, bro. Oh man. I can't wait to be in the gym with you someday and we'll just get a little bit of work in, man. Before we get to making some picks, we want to make some picks for tomorrow night's UFC fights. Because we just saw Joshua Van at number 10 take on, what was it, the number one in Brandon Royval?
Mm-hmm.
The number one contender in Bantamweight. And number 10 beat number one.
Well, I would say, yeah.
Joshua did good. No, that's a big
He
compliment.
hits, he hits hard.
That's a
Do you
big
okay? Well, since what do you think his chances are against Pantoja then? Because me and Mike discussed this, and it's a long shot, but how much of a shot do you think he has?
You're saying to me?
Yeah, like does he have a shot against Pantoja? Because it's a long shot. I mean, it was a long shot. He beat Royval the way he did, but what do you think his chances are against Pantoja?
I didn't watch his all fights, but I watched maybe two fights, and he was fighting with the strikers. I've never seen someone trying to take him down, and I want to see his defense of wrestling and how he's on the ground. Yeah,
Hmm.
he is hard. He stays very good. He looks like a little bit like Topuria, and small Topuria, and but I want to see him like on the ground, on the wrestling like scrambles, and to see his skills.
Hundred
Because
percent.
even in the trainings, I see some embedders, some videos, and he's just hitting pads and running. Never seen him wrestle.
Yeah, you got to see him scramble a little bit.
Let's make a parlay for tomorrow, Mac.
Okay.
Give us a breakdown of the card, please.
But we have Shara Bullet versus Mark Andre Barrios. We have Bryce Mitchell versus Saeed Nurmagomedov. Piotr Yan versus Marcus McGee. Movsar Evloev. Well, I think that one got pulled versus Pico.
Yeah, he got pulled.
Okay. Are they working on a backup for that?
No.
Oh, damn. Okay, so we lost Movsar. And then Whittaker versus RDR. Who do you have in Bullet versus Burial?
So I feel like Riddell gonna win Robert. Piotr Yan gonna win. Said Nurmagomedov. Shara Bullet. Asu Al-Mambayev.
All right,
Russia across the board.
across the board.
Here's the two Russians too: Nikita Krylov, Bogdan Guskov. Nikita Krylov,
He's good.
yeah, and Muslim Salihov, Carlos Leos. Muslim Salihov,
I love Salikov. He's fun as watch fight.
yeah, and this one, Davy Grant, Damon Black, Black Share. Sorry, my pronunciation on English is bad.
No, it's very good. But I know every time I see Dawson Grant fight from now on, I know who I'm betting on.
David Grant.
Yeah. No, Dawson
Grant,
the
Dawson.
one you said earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mixed it up. Grant Dawson, the one you said earlier. But yeah.
Okay, so Muslim Salihov, Nikita Krylov, Asu, Shara Bullet, Said, Piotr Yan, and Reader.
There we go.
Do y'all say that over there? Us in the MMA gyms?
In the grappling.
Or you say us? Is that the?
It's
is
like a
that-
judo or jiu-jitsu style, no?
Yeah, it's Japanese, but it's universal. The whole world uses that in mixed martial arts training now. We all say us. I
Yeah,
say it to the boxers all the time.
it's respect, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's respect. Yeah, man. So much respect to you, Arman. Thanks
Thank
so
you so
much
much.
for taking the time to talk with us. Please, if there's anything you want to plug, man, tell anyone thanks for the time that they get to work with you, man. We want to thank you for your time, and the floor is yours.
Thanks me.
Thanks, me.
for, thanks me for working hard. Thanks me that how the thanks me who
That's the Snoop Dogg video.
yeah,
I'd like
I
to
was
thank
trying.
me
I'm trying to remember what he was saying.
for working those long nights and staying
Yeah.
in it day after day, night after night, for all the strict diet and for the nights that I sacrificed parties and went to sleep on time so I could wake up early and train. I'd like to thank me for going to church and praying to the Lord. I'd like to thank me for taking care of my family and putting food on the table. And I'd like to thank me for all those push-ups. I hear you, brother.
Yeah, the same. Thank
Mad
you.
respect, man. Thank you for your time, Arman. Hope you have a
Thanks
blessed
again,
one.
man.
I hope to see you soon. Cheers, brother. Sick, bro. What a cool guy, man. Shout out Arman Tsarukyan. It was great to get to talk to him. No beef in the game, really. People don't really have problems with. Oh, I guess Dan Hooker, but Dan Hooker being real quiet out there because I don't know if Arman might send the army to come and get you if you talk that to him, boy. So
I thought it was
cool.
funny how he didn't know the Batman analogy. And then he said he
he
started watching the
learned
movies.
it.
He's like, I do like that.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah, he needs some more. The new Superman's coming out. I took the kids to watch the new Jurassic Park yesterday.
Dude.
That was sick. Ocean, my boy was in it. That was crazy. Oh, I forgot to ask Arman if he, you know what? It's not.
He don't watch Love Island, dude. He don't watch Love Island. He don't watch
Have you
Love
heard of Love Island? He would
He's
lie.
probably like, he probably owns a Love Island somewhere, bro.
He'd be like, "Oh, I fought there. I trained there.
The place I fought, yeah. Dude, okay, wait. You Jurassic Park's one of my favorite things of all time. My girlfriend's never seen any of them and refuses to. It's driving me crazy. But I'm gonna go see Superman and Jurassic Park by myself if I have to. But it was good.
It was great, man. Well,
Fuck yeah.
I loved it for a different reason. Like the kids were like, my daughter fell asleep for the first hour of the movie.
Mhm.
And we got this movie theater right by my crib that we can order food and
Same.
stuff. And, so I had me Dr. Pepper and some popcorn. The kids were like, I want popcorn. But then we got them food and then popcorn. And then they had the big cotton candy machine. And
Hell yeah.
but like Ocean, to sit in a dark room and see Ocean so into the movie.
Oh God. That's what makes it
so beautiful to watch
Yeah.
a little baby just be like, wow. And then when my daughter woke up, she was being so loud. Oh, look at the dinosaur. And we're like, shh.
She wakes up there in the T-Rex scene. Oh, what? Oh, look.
Oh, it's scary, Daddy. So
That's
cute,
awesome,
man.
dude.
So
That's
that was
awesome.
a good reason. We're probably going to go see Superman next.
Yeah, you have to.
Yep, gotta go see some Superman. Someone called me Superman today, bro. I bought a 65-inch. I was carrying that out. This lady was like, "Oh, look at that Superman there." I'm like, "Thank you."
You got the hair. You got the hair for it.
Cheers to that. We appreciate you, brother. Great work today. It was great to talk with Arman Tsarukyan. Thank you to all of our fans for watching. Thanks so much, man. We appreciate you. I love getting to know these great athletes on here. Get to have a conversation with them when they're, spread out across the world and they're from so many, amazing places. There's lots of great things in the world and in places you would never think about. So we get to, kind of touch base with that here at Overdogs Podcast and try to dig some knowledge out of these guys so we can learn more about the sport and how to watch it. So thank you so much for your time, everybody. Thanks for watching. Mac Malley, great as always. Appreciate you, brother. Great to see you. Until next time.